All right, we're here with Carl Doby, and Carl started with our program, our diabetic reversal program, about 6 or 7 months ago. And Carl, you were diabetic for how long?
Approximately 15 years.
And it had gotten progressively worse over the years.
Yes.
And you actually, I believe, were on a pump.
Yes, I was taking 5 shots a day, and my diabetes was not under control, so they decided to put me on the pump.
And the pump is actually something you wear around your belt, and it is a tube that goes into a port into your arm.
No, it's in the stomach.
In the stomach.
Yes.
And so you would have to pump into that pump numerous times a day?
Yes. When I would eat, I would figure how many carbs and calculate how much insulin that I would need.
And you're on you would pump, how many times a day would you test your blood sugar every day?
6 to 8 times a day. You had to really keep tight control of it.
So pretty much dominating your thought process, diabetes, as well as the fact that it was getting worse and you were kind of worried about the direction of it. And so we started our program, and in the program we began to see some results very quickly. You started losing some weight on our program, didn't you?
Yes, I've lost about 35 pounds.
35 pounds. And were you on a diet during this?
Not really.
We just changed the way
I just followed what the guidelines were for the program you had set up.
Awesome. And now tell me, after being a diabetic for 15 plus years, being on a pump for 3 years, testing your blood sugar 6 to 8 times a day, getting worse, the condition getting out of control, what is the situation now?
Well, I haven't had the pump for, 5 or 6 months. I haven't needed it. My blood sugar is perfect. I check it about once a day now. I really,
Take
just to monitor.
Any diabetic medication?
None whatsoever.
So do you think you're are you considered a diabetic at this point?
Not really.
Good.
No.
All right. So we've resolved this after all those
Yes.
years. Well, I think it's been a remarkable story. It's been fun to work with you, and we're going to make sure you stay that way. And thank you. All right. So we're here with Clinton and his wife, the Starks family, Martha. And so Clinton started in our program back in April of 2016, and he had been a diabetic for how long?
Since 2007.
2007. He was diagnosed in 2007. He had a stroke back
In 2007.
in 2007, and was put on medication immediately. You're on metformin, and was that the main drug that you're on initially?
Metformin and blood pressure.
And blood pressure medication.
Yes.
His A1C at that time was, well, when we started with him in April of 2016, it was 7.2. His blood lipids were elevated, and he had many different changes in his hormonal system as well as his gut and intestinal tract. We did a bunch of our tests, we did some extensive testing, and then we implemented our protocols. And so in the first 6 weeks of his program, his A1C went down to 6.6. When that happened, the doctor decided to cut his metformin from 1,000 milligrams twice a day to 500. Is that right?
Yes.
And then at the 4th month of our program, his A1C hit 6.0. No real change in medication at that point. And then just very recently, at the 6th month of the program, he went to his doctor, his medical doctor, and his A1C was at 5.6.
6.
And what did the doctor do then?
Took me off of that medicine.
Took him off all that medicine. So tell me about your weight, Clinton. When you began, you were at, I believe, 183 pounds?
Yes, I'm at 175 now.
175. So, he had it down to 170 at one point, right? So you bumped up another 5 pounds. So, but he's lost a significant amount of weight during the program. Tell me exactly how you feel. How do you feel?
I feel great. I feel better than I ever felt in my life. I think because of this program, it helped me to get my life back, because at one time I knew that my life was plunging downhill, but through your program, it helps me so, and I'm so grateful for it too.
Well, thanks, Clinton, and I'm grateful to have the opportunity to help you all and all the other people that we're gonna help by telling your story. So thank you very much for doing this today.
Thank you.
All right, very good.